Quarter 2, on faith and beliefs. Easily the most frequently asked question I get as a teacher is this: what do your tattoos mean? Anytime I roll up my sleeves, it's often the first thing a student asks. It's understandable. I think teachers sometimes blend into the background of a school or a classroom, and any change becomes immediately noticeable. These are my tattoos. Each is a belief I held at one time in my life. At the time, I decided each was so important to me that I wanted it etched onto my skin. They all face me. They are the first things I see when I wake up. These are beliefs I have forced myself to think about every day, beliefs I want to be reminded of, beliefs I want to keep fresh in my mind. But we'll talk more about this later. First, let's talk about some psychology. In psychology, the fight or flight response is defined as a physiological reaction that occurs in response to a perceived harmful event, attack, or threat to survival. When confronted with what they see as a threat, animals react by discharging their sympathetic nervous system and preparing either to try to fight the threat or escape it. Either way is natural, of course, and natural things bring with them a kind of security. Big conversations, the kinds that might make a difference in how we understand and participate in our world, often bring about a fight or flight reflex. When confronted with a challenge to our faiths or our beliefs, we are both naturally and socially inclined to fight that challenge through argument or violence, or escape it just through leaving. This quarter, we will read and talk about issues around faiths and beliefs. We will try to construct our belief system, not necessarily by adopting new values, but by examining those that we and our peers already hold. We will address some simple but profound questions. What do I believe? Why do I believe what I believe? What do others believe? Why do others believe what they believe? As a 35-year-old teacher, I have faith in the future because of my belief that sharing personal experiences with our peers allows us to form a community in ways that fighting or fleeing don't. Or simply put, if we want to save the world, we had better start talking to each other. We'll do 3 big projects again: essay, presentation, discussion. We'll read some essays and 1 book. We'll read about horror movies and monsters that are fake and monsters who are real. We'll read about love and power and fictional people caught in very real tragedies. But above all, we'll read about the beliefs people hold and how they translate those beliefs into text, into art. We'll talk about the faith all this takes and how that faith might shift or solidify, and what the shape of that faith looks like. Back to my beliefs. Today, you can ask me about the story of one of my tattoos. But here's the trade. After I talk about it, I'm going to ask you to write a bit about your own beliefs, and I'm going to ask you to risk an act of faith. Today, you will write a poem.